2. And time's up. Pencil down. Alexis, you want to join your group? Who would like to volunteer to be their spokesperson for your team?
Ethan.
Ethan, the man over here. Who's our spokesperson over here?
Elmer.
Elmer? All right. You guys can communicate with each other, but you only have a few seconds to communicate, but then I need an answer. Again, if one team gets the answer wrong, the other team can go for the steal. I will keep track of points using these yummy, delicious peppermints.
I have Jolly Ranchers too if you want to use them.
Oh, look at Miss Lizzie. She's cooler than me. She's got Jolly Ranchers.
She's better than me.
You're both better than me. All right. We'll start this way. Team 1, I got a number between 1 and 5 behind my back. What is it?
4.
What is it?
16.
Between 1 and 5.
4.
They said 4.
They said 4.
We're going 2.
We're going 2. It is number 2. Ethan got it. So this team 2 is going to go first.
Why'd you say 4?
All right, team 2.
3.
AIDS and visibility. What is it?
Oh, it's windshield washer.
That's correct. Point to team 2. Team 1. What reduces friction in engine?
C.
It is C. Very good. Oil. Team 2. What makes steering easier?
E-power steering wheel.
That's right. All right, team 1. What powers engine to move the vehicle?
H.
It is H, gasoline. Yes. Make it go vroom, vroom. All right, team 2. What helps maintain engine temp?
G, antifreeze or coolant.
That's right. Good job. Over on team 1. What shifts gears?
It's B.
Is it B? You sure? That final answer?
I don't know, sure.
All right. That's correct. Number 7. Component in a battery.
Sulfuric acid.
That's correct. You guys are on a roll here. Team 1. What stops vehicle?
A.
Brake fluid.
Blinker.
Got it, Bill.
Blinker.
Oh, blinker fluid. Why isn't that on here?
I got
Not real. Moving down, so we didn't cover this, but I thought you guys would like a challenge. But number 9. Covers your vehicle and damage and non-collision events. Team 1.
M, comprehensive insurance.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You're correct. This team over here, set amount you pay for damages that are not paid by your insurance company.
N.
That is N. Good job.
What?
I knew these guys were sharp.
They are sharp.
Number 11 over on this team covers medical costs for you and your passengers, no matter who is at fault for the collision.
K, liability insurance.
Ooh. Team 1, you got a chance to steal.
Wait, what did they give?
Number 11.
Be
covers
listening,
medical
otherwise they get a
costs for
chance
you
to
and your
take it
passengers,
back.
no matter who is at fault for the collision.
It's C.
The answer is J. J, no fault insurance.
Nobody had a J, so don't blame me.
Going back to team over here, number 2. Number 12, specified amount for you to pay for your insurance policy.
P, your premium.
P is right. Over on this team, number 13 covers cost of vehicle repairs or replacement after collision when you are at fault. What do you think?
L.
It is L.
Lucky guess.
Wow.
No, I had L down as right.
Was that L for luck?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, over on this team. Number 14, identification number, which tells the insurance company the vehicle's year, make, model, and serial number. It is.
I.
No.
EIN.
It is EIN, vehicle information number. Very good. Number 15. Team 1, number 15 covers the cost of damages to the other person's vehicle when you are at fault.
Oh.
Chance for a steal over here, team.
Oh my.
What is it?
It's scary.
No, never. Yay.
It's
I
K.
said, oh. Yeah, Elmer's the spokesperson.
Just I'm here.
You should have spoke up before me.
Last one, damage your vehicle is covered if you are in a collision with another driver who is not properly insured.
Oh,
It is O.
really? Mine.
Close game. Team number 2, you guys are winners, but you know what? You guys are so smart, you all win today. How's that?
Hey.
We all get candy?
You all get candy.
Great
Because
deal.
you guys were troopers and you didn't yell at me because I made you do the other part that we hadn't covered yet.
I think mine should get
I was not the spokesperson, so I don't make that.
You guys are rock stars.
one. Trade right now.
Did y'all have fun? Then y'all won. Next up, we're going to cover even more veggies. This is the Brussels sprouts portion, maybe. I like Brussels sprouts.
I do too.
Again, they're good for you. It's good to know because, again, some of them will be on the test.
Grilled with some butter and garlic?
Oh, yeah. Insurance. Gotta know what insurance is. Gotta have it. Here's why. What should you look for when you're buying a car? That will cover that. What insurance is mandatory and why? In Minnesota, there's 2 that you need. What can you do to keep your insurance rates reasonable? That's another great thing because I like to pay as little as possible on my car insurance. And what do you do if you are involved in a crash? What do I do? This guy hit me. What do I do? We're going to cover that. Choosing a vehicle, types of vehicle versus new and used. Check the insurance rates. I'd say I wanted my dream car, the Ford Mustang. But what I really drive is a Pontiac Bonneville. Which one has higher insurance rates? What do you think?
Mustang.
The Mustang's gonna have higher insurance rates. That's right, that's why I can't drive my dream car. Because I can't afford it, sadly. So, new versus used. You know, used cars usually have lower rates than newer cars, etc., etc. We're gonna cover that. You wanna inspect everything when you buy a new car or a used car. That's cool?
Yeah.
We're going to cover cash and loans. If you're interested in getting a car loan, this will help kind of cover that and how to do that. Signing the lease, and if you need a co-signer when you sign a lease for a new car or a loan. So the insurance is required by law. There's 2. What are they? We kind of covered it in the fun-filled game there. You guys took a shot in the dark. But they are liability insurance. It covers damage to others when you are at fault. And the other one you need is no fault insurance. Covers your medical, no matter who is at fault, which is a great thing to have because if you get hurt, it'll help cover the expenses. If you need to get hauled to the hospital, broke a bone, etc. So all owners must insure their vehicles. You have a car, you have to have insurance on it. It's just the way it is. Drivers must make sure that the car they are driving is insured and that proof of insurance is in the vehicle at all times. Sorry, I kind of wanted to jump a little ahead. Trigger finger there. So, what's insured? Is it the driver or the car?
The car is required, but you
Car is required. The car is what's insured. Not you. You can't just go drive another person's car and think that you're insured with that vehicle. The car that you're licensed to or insured to is the car you can drive legally. You can't just go drive your buddy's car because I'm sure he doesn't have you on his insurance unless he's nice enough to cover you. I doubt it though. So make sure the car that you have is insured. You have that proof of insurance with you at all times. If you get pulled over, the 2 things you need to have are what? Driver's license and your insurance. Gotta have that insurance card. You don't have that insurance card, something bad's gonna happen to you. You can get your car towed. get a heavy fine, lose that vehicle, you go to jail. Not pretty. They do enforce it. Just be smart, be insured with whatever car you plan to drive. So again, liability and no fault, there are optional ones as well. These are kind of cool too. These are kind of cool, so if you're looking at insurance, these are some things to think about getting when you get insured. So we covered liability, we covered no fault insurance. Collision. You want to take a shot what collision might be? No? Well, this covers damage to the vehicle caused by collision regardless of who is at fault. So you don't want to take a gamble, get this, no matter who's at fault, you're going to be okay, you're going to be covered. This also covers anonymous vehicle damage in the parking lot as well. Comprehensive. Anybody want to take a shot with comprehensive? This is a good one to have, say, in California.
We don't like California here.
We don't really care for California, how it grows down there. But it's good to have comprehensive down there because there's a lot of elements that could cause damage to your vehicle, like an earthquake.
Wildfires.
Fires. That's another one. Anybody think of another one that could? What's another hazard that could cause damage to a vehicle? Blizzard. Tornado. Hail, yeah, that's another one. That's a fun one. Big chunk of ice
Snow.
falls right on your windshield. Good to have comprehensive insurance. It's not recommended, but, it's not required, but it's good to have. So, yeah. Premium, we kind of went over in the worksheet. What's the premium? It's your payment. How much you got to pay? Could be high, could be lower, and it fluctuates between certain elements and statistics that we'll get into in a little bit. The deductible, this one's a fun one. So the deductible usually is between $100 and $500, and where the drivers pay this amount out of pocket before the insurance pays for it. So this will help reduce the cost of the policy. And I like to reduce costs. I don't like to pay for stuff. I'm cheap. Not really. In this case, I am. Insurance card. What's your insurance card? Why do you need your insurance card?
Proof of insurance?
Proof of insurance. Where should you keep it?
Your car?
In your car. Or, if you're like, the cool people nowadays, you got one of these gimmicks. There's an app, depending on which insurance company you go through. I go through Progressive. They have an app on here where I can go ahead, click my app, I can show my insurance card. So this also works now too in the state of Minnesota as proof of insurance, but it's a good habit to keep just the proof of insurance in your car. I keep mine in my glove compartment. Towing insurance. Some insurance companies have towing insurance, some don't. So when you're shopping, maybe look into that. Because if you're on the side of the road, your car won't start, say maybe trend went out on it, you're not going anywhere, you need it towed, maybe your insurance covers it. So when you're looking into insurance, it's a good thing to look into. Auto clubs. I have AAA. Other ones are OnStar, GM Roadside Assistance, etc. Look into those two in case your insurance doesn't have it. These are auto club insurances that'll help you out when you are in need. Any questions on that? Good. So what kind of insurance would you need to cover this?
Comprehensive.
Comprehensive, good job.
Nice job, Eric. Arizona.
So you're in Arizona and a cactus somehow, some way, I don't know how that happened.
This is that less than 1% where it's an accident, not a crash.
But you're covered with comprehensive.
But sorrels only grow in one part of the whole world, and that be it. So.
I have a friend that lives in Arizona and he has comprehensive.
He's
True
got
story.
sorrels.
Really?
Really? But anyway, insurance quiz. What's required in Minnesota? What are the two? Ethan.
Collision and no fault.
Everyone familiar with them?
No.
Want to take a Bears? Bears? Noah? What do you think? Oh, I heard it from Alexis. What is it?
Liability and collision.
Liability. but not collision. Liability is one, what's the other one?
Liability and no fault.
Ding, bingo. So what's insured, your car or you?
Car.
Car is insured. My wife and I share cars. We're both covered on our 2 cars. My buddy Mitch, he lets me take his car. Am I insured on it?
No.
So is that probably a wise thing for him to do?
No.
Why does it matter? What's insured? Car, right? Car's insured. You crash that car, you're covered. You crash a different car that's not insured. Some of your medicals are being covered. It just depends on what kind of insurance you have. What determines the cost of insurance? That's the cost, your premium, that's your rate. What dictates what you have to pay? There's a lot of things, a lot of statistics that we're going to go into. Gender, age.
Haha, guys.
It's,
Whether or not you're on the...
we're going to talk about why she thinks that funny.
Honor
We're going to talk about it. So yeah, there's all different factors here, your type and cost, the type of your vehicle. Like I said, if I wanted that Ford Mustang, I gotta pay a huge rate on that because it is a sporty car, which can result in me getting a lead foot because I think it's cool to zoom around town in it. No. Your age, your gender, your driving record. How many collisions have you had? Have you no collisions? You have any speeding tickets? How many parking tickets you have? If your record is clean, your rates will go down, no up. Your financial responsibility for you guys, this is cool. If you're on the A and B honor roll, your insurance will be lower. If you're in a safety program like the Boy Scouts, the Cub Scouts, the Girl Scouts, lower rate. So if you're not on the A and B honor roll, start studying.
Scouts get an incredible discount.
They do. It's pretty.
Only if they're eagle.
Yeah.
Only if they got an eagle.
With your gender, dudes, I'm sorry, but we pay a higher fee. We are more likely to be reckless, speed, you know,
Major medical.
yeah. We like to pimp out our vehicles, get rims, spoilers, yeah. So all those play factors into your insurance premium.
That's not just a guy thing.
Yeah.
Ladies, you pay a little less. You are likely to get more accidents and crashes though, but they're minor fender benders. You hit a mailbox, you hit a curb, minor accidents is your forte. However, you're starting to climb up and catch up to us dudes with that. So be careful with that.
It's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. I don't like I said, I'm cheap. I don't like to pay a lot of money.
That's not a way that we want gender equality.
Yes. When you're 18, you can decide your gender. Until then,
You are what you
you
are.
are what you are.
Yeah.
That's cool. Either way. Nonetheless, moving on. Another thing that plays a factor is your age. Your age, my insurance was astronomically expensive. Sorry.
Here you go. Oh, backwards.
Oh,
Did I go back? Anyways, sorry. As I was saying your age, like I was 16 your age, I was paying a very high premium. Because I'm a guy, and I'm 16. I just got my license. Am I very experienced? No. Not very.
Honor roll.
I was a C+ student back then. In college, I graduated 3.98. Just wanted to toot my own horn there for a second. But in high school, I was a little bit of a C student. I coasted, no pun intended, through high school. Not saying that's a good thing. I'm not happy about that. If I could go back and change that, I would. But I did pay attention. I did do my homework. Just, yeah. Anyway, moving on. So the greatest thing that happened to me, as far as my premium, was when I turned 30. Why do you think? It went down, and it dropped down big time. So that's something to look forward to when you're turning 25 and 30. Your insurance premiums will go down. So don't think that the party's over after 21. After 21, there's some more exciting things to look forward to in your age. So, yay. But, so here's the cost, how it cost affects premiums. So this driver's 16 years old. His limit's about 130, 300, 100. His deductible's 500. These are different vehicles that they're driving. If you're a male, you can see the difference between the male and the female and the cost there, and the premiums. It's quite a bit, isn't it?
Is that yearly or all of?
For the year.
It's annual, so yearly, yes.
Smart.
When you're paying a premium, you can pay your premium. Some give you the option, others don't, but it could be 1 month, you pay your premium, or every 6 months. It depends on your insurance company. Yes, sir.
It says limits at the top, what does that mean?
Say that again?
Limits
the-
at the top.
How much they pay out.
Yes.
Limits
The
portion.
limits they pay out.
Yeah.
So,
It's 100, 300, $100,000 based on if it's no fault liability, medical.
thank you. So yeah, you'll notice that the different kind of car you drive, that plays into effect too. Like I discussed the Mustang and my Bonneville, and then again the male pays a heavier amount than the female, just because we're a little bit more reckless. So dudes, play it safe out there. You won't play a high premium. And ladies too. You're catching up to us, don't forget. Any questions on them? Again, we talked about how the age affects the premium. As you get older, you'll notice how much it goes down. I'm telling you, it's such a nice thing. Especially when you're a guy. And a female too, you know, because your rates go down pretty good too.